belly fat, the most stubborn fat, the most hated fat. So let's talk about belly fat and how to reduce belly fat. So belly fat is the fat which is basically on your abdominal region, also known as visceral fat, exposes you to the risk of type 2 diabetes, heart issues, um, hypertension, and so on and so forth. So we really need to work on it. Now, how does it help and what am I going to tell you? So I'm going to tell you a very special Indian herbal drink which will help you lose this belly fat faster. But before I reach to that climax, I would like to talk about the basics of losing fat, of losing weight. So first and foremost, calorie deficit. So you need to create a calorie deficit. Now, what is calorie deficit? Is that each of us have a certain requirement of calories of food. Now, when we eat that amount of calories, we maintain our weight. When we eat more than that, we gain. And when we eat less than that, we lose. Now, this is what I typically mean by calorie deficit: eating less than your requirement, your BMR. Now, what will happen? So, when you eat lesser than your requirement, the body still needs to perform its vital function, right? So your heart still needs to beat, your digestive system still needs to work, your kidneys still need to excrete. So for that, then the fat which is stored is when it comes in movement. So you need to create calorie deficit. Now, how do we go about it? One, there are online tools available to roughly calculate and then work backwards, or you could get in touch with me and I could help you. And the other thing to begin with is also portion control. So learn to control your portions. Just don't eat endlessly because something says it's healthy. Let's say Kellogg's, which claims to be very healthy, Kellogg's K especially. Don't go overboard with it. Or even your dal and sabzi, and just because it's homemade does not mean that it does not have calories. So you need to control your portions. You need to use smaller dishes, smaller bowls to serve your food. So that's point number one. So create a calorie deficit, either by calculating or by portion control or by getting in touch with me. The other thing is eat plenty of soluble fiber rich food. So you could eat things like flaxseed, legumes, berries, sprouts. These are the things which are naturally full of soluble fiber. Try and replace some of your cooking fat with coconut oil, because that's the best form of fat and helps you to reduce belly fat. Completely avoid alcohol, and if you cannot, just take it in a very little quantity, because this has a direct relation between abdominal obesity or belly fat. So please avoid alcohol, no sugary foods, no packaged foods, no junk and processed food, no trans fat. So that's one thing that we're going to be doing. The other thing is exercise. So exercise and diet both go together hand in hand. So you're going to be doing a mix of cardio. You're going to be doing strength training, which is lifting weights and doing resistance training. Right now we're all in lockdown, so also use body weight to do these resistance exercises. Now we're going to be talking about a very important point, which is sleep and water. They're equally important as your diet and workout. So you need to make sure that your sleep is in place. You're sleeping at least for 8 hours. You're drinking about 4 to 5 liters of water, eating the right kind of food, and exercising on daily basis. Now I'm going to be talking about the climax, about the drink that is something that is going to increase your metabolic rate, helps you in digestion, take care of your other organs, and help you lose the belly fat. So you're going to take 400 ml water, add grated ginger to it, about 1.5 inch of ginger. Add a pinch of turmeric. If you have access to kachi haldi, nothing like it. A piece of kachi haldi, grate it into that water. If not, add a pinch of haldi, add a pinch of nutmeg powder, also known as jaifal powder, and add a pinch of black pepper powder. Now you need to put all these ingredients in 400 ml water, boil it Once it comes to a boil, allow it to brew for about 5 to 10 minutes, and then your drink is ready. Now you need to drink this, maybe sip it in 1 hour, 2 hour, and just keep sipping it. You could also repeat it. You could have it twice daily, and you will see the magic. You will see the changes if everything is done together. Alone, just the diet or just the exercise is not going to work, and just the drink is not going to work as well. So it has to be a combination of the drink, diet, exercise, water, and your sleep. So go ahead and start having the drink from today and see the results for yourself. All the best. We'll talk again.